off and running. A very rank start. Something happened at the break for Rock the Birdhouse number 1. Out very well, Mike's Lady, who usually comes from well off the pace. They're going to fan out 4 wide because an obstinate Rock the Birdhouse, who would be on the lead, but broke very awkwardly and will maintain the inside status from Jersey Gold, who takes over. Outside, very keen at the distance for the first time. Witching takes over third. There's only a length and a half now, 2 lengths separating this field of 4. Now out the back, Mike's Lady. They ran 25 2/5 of a second for the opening race first panel, and it's Rock the Birdhouse out by just about a length. How much more does she have to give? We'll find out. Jersey Gold going to tear off right after her and track this one down just a length and 3/4 behind in second. Here comes Witching into the bit and is widest of all, but is third and has the mindset to get on forward. Out the back is Mike's Lady, not without hope. Wide open, half mile, 49 2/5 of a second. Rock the Birdhouse tiring just a little bit. Here comes the run from Jersey Gold. Witching is gaining with every stride, and Mike's Lady is also getting in closer order as they head to the top of the stretch past the 2 furlong mark. It's been Rock the Birdhouse, but no longer. It's Witching and Jersey Gold to take over. Mike's Lady is about to gain off a retreating tail that is Rock the Birdhouse. They're down the stretch inside the final furlong grounds. And it's Jersey Gold and Alex Bendezu out by half a length. Here's Mike's Lady produced in between rivals. Rock the Birdhouse is fighting back along the fence. It's Mike's Lady. It's Jersey Gold. Mike's Lady at 9-1. Jersey Gold second. And they're off. Slow start for Miss Mia along the inside. Running on early is Mo Wanna Go with Juan Molina out to a 2-length cushion from Border Star on debut. The other one, first-time starter for Caracia, runs a good third, now drops back a slice. With There Runs Mary in contention early on the far outside. Miss Mia, after a dawdling beginning, runs 5th, and then way out the back early is WW Valid and Corey Orm, 8 lengths last. They go past the half mile, the opening quarter in 23 1/5 of a second. Dueling leaders inside Border Star. Outside, Mo Wanna Go has to go the longest way around, but no other outside placement better than There Runs Mary, who's running in tandem with Caracia in a very good debut. Next comes Miss Mia, and continuing out the back, there's no pace whatsoever for WW Valid, who has yet to join in. Past the quarter-mile mark they go. Towards the stretch run, rail opens for Victor Santiago with Border Star to take over the front. Caracia backs out of it. Here comes Miss Mia with a late run down the center of the course. There Runs Mary is flattening out. Not tonight for WW Valid, but it's the 2 debuting sorts. Border Star, Caracia, Miss Mia, Caracia, Miss Mia with a head bob. Gonna win it. Miss Mia from Caracia, Heartbreak in second, then Border Star. And they're off. Blistering start for Troy Ounce, who's hustled away from stall number 5. Also quarter horse to get that lead is Cramden. These two fight it out early. Next comes the gray Super Silver, who'll be fanned out. On the inside of that is Last Fortino Family, running a very close-up third tonight. Well back to go for Sherry, who's positioned in 5th. Irish Declaration past the 6.5 is now running in 6th, and then out the back after a good hustling start. Cramden has fallen right away. 3/4 of a mile to negotiate now, the opening quarter, and a pretty good 24 2/5 of a second. The speed is on for this class. Bourbon Delight, Alex Bendezu. On the outside of that is Troy Ounce. They're inseparable. Then a break of about 6 lengths back to Super Silver. Continues on in 3rd. Traveling well enough in 4th is Last Fortino Family. They got company now. Here's Irish Declaration on the far outside of the track, who's mustering up a pretty decent board placement. Around turn number 2 they go. The back 2 markers go for Sherry and Cramden, have double digits and maybe 15 to make up. The new leader, Troy Ounce, and Victor Balin going for a double. Here's Irish Declaration. Goes from 4th to the lead. Past the 550 they go. Irish Declaration, full of himself tonight at 4-1. Scampers right away with just about 3/16 of a mile to go. And heading down the lane first is Irish Declaration. Super Silver takes over second. Troy Ounce bounces away. Last Fortino Family into the picture, but there's no catching Irish Declaration. Irish Declaration is in a race all his own. Going to win by 15. Irish Declaration. Looked like a Triple Crown winner today. Super Silver was second. Cramden retook third. And then Last Fortino family fourth. And they're off. Sprinting beginning for your favorite road game who got out now goes back about 5 spots after a very good break. On the lead is Stump. And so joining Stump on the outside is WW Trafalgar. These two in lockstep together. And then it's Campaign Spy who's moving up in this sprint race off the mile 70 event up into third. WW Russian Gold is now pestering that one in fourth. Here comes Road Game. A great break. And then went next to last. Around the turn, far back, past the half-mile pole behind. There's absolutely no pace away for Change Direction, who has 15 or so to make up. They pass the quarter-mile mark, and it's Stump. Alex Bendezu off the claim, out by 2 and is hand-ridden. The rest are under the pump. Campaign Spy about to overhaul into second. Here comes Road Game. Road Game is on the inside part of the track, right next door to WW Trafalgar, but Stump appreciates that flying blocking from far back, and Stump is gone. Stump back-to-back wins at 2-1 this time by 5. Campaign Spy for the place spot, then Road Game, and WW Trafalgar was fourth. The gate flag is up. And they're off. A bit tardily into stride. Chicks for Free out the back. Lonesome on the lead is Comiskey Park. Out by 2 early. Crankshaft has a hold. Doesn't want the lead, does rider Alvin Ortiz. But Crankshaft is old enough to know what he wants, and he's out to a neck lead over Comiskey Park second. No distance between third and fourth. Inside, Snoozer. Outside, DeYank. Then way back to late running Tony's Morning Line, Papa Rocket and Chicks for Free has double digits to make up. Around the turn they go, and recapturing the lead away from Crankshaft is Comiskey Park by just a 3/4 length margin. DeYank is now prominent into third. Dropping back to fourth is Snoozer, who's gathering up momentum on the outside, and here comes Papa Rocket from far back. Also Chicks for Free, and now Tony's Morning Line is pretty much out of it. They run past the 3/16, and it's Comiskey Park with Alex Bendezu out by 3. DeYank is now taken over second. Here comes Papa Rocket gaining, but it's too darn late. Comiskey Park at 2-1 will roll by 4. Papa Rocket second, DeYank was third, and I think Crankshaft just held on for fourth. And they're off. A stumbling start for your odds-on favorite ahead of the game. Has to play catch-up. You're in Corey to vanquish the rest past the 7-furlong pole to have the lead and crosses right in front of a headstrong Juliazon, who will be third behind the top 2. Ahead of the game had to be used for pace early. Right next door is You're in Corey, then a huge gap back to Juliazon, who's tugging at the rider to get out in the center of the course. That Hayes is MCAR the Fast far back, and then Allen's way out the back by some double digits off the lead. The lead is a quick one. That's one that's held by 24 4/5 of a second for ahead of the game, and then You're in Corey. Then about 8 or 9 lengths back to MCAR the Fast. Juliazon, no change, running fourth, about 11 off the dueling leadership. And then way back we have Allen, and then Juliazon has to make up a little bit of ground and is losing touch with the headstrong leaders ahead of the game out by nearly a length. From You're in Corey, they head past the 3/8 mile marker. Getting back into it is MCAR the Fast, who seems very interested now. Juliazon still has to make up 10 or 11 lengths, and it's ahead of the game. On the board, bet down to 1-2, a length between this one and You're in Corey in second. Here comes a wide run off the fence for MCAR the Fast, still third. Juliazon is fourth, and way back to Allen. Down the stretch they go inside the final furlong pole. Not over yet, ahead of the game. And continuing on second, You're in Corey. MCAR the Fast. You're in Corey one last time, but they're not going to catch ahead of the game tonight. Going to win by 2 1/4. You're in Corey for second. MCAR the Fast ran a good third again. Then Juliazon and Allen. And they're off. A slight dip down at the start for number 8, Peacock Man, but got up pretty well. Here comes the speed of My Little Tipsy to go right underneath and have that uncontested lead. Yabba Dabba Doo is on hold. Passed as that one by City Position Deeper. It's Bam Bam Cam to come out of the fray to the second plate placement. And on the outside, Peacock Man is in a very well-positioned fourth on the far outside. Inside, Tap It Sam, who'll bring down the Slick Pick 7 as mid-pack, about 5th or 6th at this juncture. Yabba Dabba Doo has dropped away, Made to Fit about to pass, and so is Stosh from far back. So on the lead, the speed is held by My Little Tipsy in 23 1/5 of a second. Bam Bam Cam is interested. Outside, flattening out a bit of City Position. Here comes Tap It Sam, who's gaining ever so slightly along the inside. Peacock Man is 5th. Challenged underneath by Made to Fit, who's gaining. Not tonight for Yabba Dabba Doo, or inside, maybe a slight slice for Stosh, but re-breaking inside the final furlong is My Little Tipsy at 6-5. Beat down on the odds board, spreads of wings, and goes clear by 4.5. Tap It Sam will be second. The Made to Fit finished third, with City Position fourth.